So now you're almost 20, or you are 20 years old, and all of a sudden, December 7th, 1941.
Oh, 1941. I became 21 years old, October 2nd. So what did I hear bugles calling. So I joined the Marine Corps.
But why I thought you were in the State Guard first.
Well, for a while, but I got out of it.
But why did you join the State Guard?
So I learned about the rifle, that's why. I wanted to know more about the rifle and all that. And lo and behold, a little later, the World War II came, and I knew all about the rifle. When I got out, I had 4 straps on me. Tech Sergeant Richard Vargas. Tech Sergeant. Who would think that was going to be a Tech Sergeant? My God.
So you joined the Marine Corps in what year, 1941? Was that right before Pearl Harbor?
No.
He painted everything.
I know.
When the World War started, I joined up right away.
I see.
I volunteered. I wasn't drafted. I said, no, I got to go. I go patriotic. I felt patriotic. I got to go. I want to go overseas. And can you imagine being 18 years old and joining the war? You hear about the Civil Wars and all that, and now I got a chance to be in the war. And
World War II.
Yeah, World War II. Boom! I went in there and got a lot of...
You were a proud American?
Whatever I was proud of, yeah.
Well, what about discrimination, like against the Mexicans?
I didn't feel it at all.
No?
No.
Why?
No, because I acted like everybody did, you know.
What if people made racial jokes about you, like, well, you dirty little Mexican or something?
No, I never heard of that.
No.
Heard of that. You heard, you go along with the crowd that's updated and all that, and you don't get involved in all that.
You never had any fights over anything, or
not like that.
No.
I
you didn't go to the bars and drink and smoke with all the guys?
No, I'm not a drinking man. I can go to the bar anytime I want to, but I never. Well, my Coach Johnson, so blonde-headed kid, you know, like this guy is here, you know, and he said, Richard, you'll never grow anymore. Let's put it that way. But you get strong. I mean, physically strong for your size.
So he warned you about alcohol?
Yeah, he warned me about that. Yeah, he said he warned me. Okay, you know, alcohol is good and might be good for you, but you can live about 5 or 10 years longer if you don't drink. And here I am at 88 already.
Smoking?
No, never took it out. I can smoke any time I want to, really, but I don't. You just don't get the habit over a period.
Right.
I didn't get into the habit or get into the habit. What am I saying? Double talk there.
That's good. So World War II, what did you learn through that experience?
Boy, how to dodge the bullets. No, I learned a lot in that period because it made you think, what the hell am I doing here? You know, I'm in the jungles out there somewhere. I could have become just any disease out there in the jungles, and there were plenty of all those too. And
but you had malaria?
I had malaria twice.
What did it feel like, malaria?
You feel weak. The whole body feels weak. And they would give you a yellow pill, and pretty soon your whole complexion would turn yellowish, like, you know.
Felt weak.
And you felt weak.
So then they sent you back home to San Francisco?
Yeah, when I got sick the second time, I really got sick. I almost died from that thing. And they sent me over here.
Yeah. And what about all the bombings the Japanese did on your camp?
Well, they were here and there. I was lucky to be alive, really, because they were bombing all over the place. You never know where they're going to bomb. We could see dogfights up in the air. American planes against the Japanese planes. We can take the difference between the motor sounded different than the Japanese plane, you know. And because I happened to be in MAG 21, Marine Air Group 21, I was responsible to take care of all the painting and all that, numbers and signals and all that.
And did you meet a lot of the pilots?
Oh, yeah. Then I didn't want to know their name because sooner or later I learned they were killed. And it made me feel bad, because they were such nice guys. If I hadn't been for the war, they'd still be alive today.
Do you feel fortunate to have survived all that?
Oh, you better believe it. I wouldn't be here, I experienced a lot of bombing out there, here and there, and bombs all over the place.
Did you ever pray that you?
Every day. Dear Lord, spare me if you can. I want to meet Esther,
What about the time you almost drowned when you tried to cross that river?
Oh, yeah. Well, I thought I could do it, When you're young, like you're daring. But I didn't realize I was going upstream instead of downstream. Well, now that you think about it, go up further and just slide down.
Yeah. Yeah, you're trying to fight the current.
Yeah, there you go. Fight the current. And boy, I made it, but, barely made it.
What about the time you were going and after getting prepared to go all out assault on Japan? You went to China. Can you tell us about that?
Well, we were not too far from Japan, we all the guys we talked. Well, maybe this is our last trip here. Some of us will get killed. I know that. I was ready for it.
You were ready to die?
Yeah, I was ready. Well, if going near Japan, we're going to invade Japan.
Right.
Well, what can you expect? You're going to die sooner or later, right? Being in the service here. But the war ended.
And because we bombed,
Pearl Harbor.
we bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Nagasaki, right. And from then on, everything cooled down. Before you knew it, the war was over.
But you were stationed in China for a few months, or?
Oh yeah, for a while. Well, we were going to invade Japan. Really, that's what I wouldn't have made it out.
Did you like China?
Yeah, it was alright. Kind of different. I didn't speak Chinese, but
Yeah, you went to the Great Wall of China.
Oh yeah, I went to that.
Did you meet any Chinese girls?
Oh, I met them all right.
And what did you think of them?
Well, they're just girls, like any girl, They just have to be Chinese.
After the war, now you came back home. Then what did you want to do?
I didn't know at the moment, but I haven't. I had to get myself established again. So what I did, I'm an artist, so I want to do some renderings for Bill as an architect. That's what I did. They would come from all over the state and look at me up and they say, "You're blah blah blah." Yes, I am. I say, I need a good drawing of this and that, and I say, "Well, where is it?" Blah blah blah, and we got together, and then I would make a preliminary sketch first. Then I come back and check it out and say, "Yeah, that looks good." I say, "You want an aerial shot, up front like this, or a sideways, or what?"